FEMA for Kids. Are you prepared for a disaster? Children at school have many tools available in case of an emergency. There are fire extinguishers in the classrooms, first aid kits, and teachers and school staff to guide students through the crisis.
Disasters are scary situations because sometimes you really don't know what to do and you get scared and freak out.
It was in the night that we would go outside and we could see the fire from our house.
Fire was 2 streets away from us.
Fires are usually scary because you don't really know where they can appear or how they can appear.
You could get burnt really easily. I remember having to wake up early in the morning and my parents telling me we have to evacuate.
Taking a few steps now to learn disaster preparedness and to have an emergency plan will help reduce the chance of injuries and help you get ready to act quickly during and after an emergency. Today's staff from FEMA, the state of California, and other local and national agencies are going to teach how to prepare if a disaster strikes your area. Today our goal is to help you get ready in case you're in a disaster. We're going to take a drive on the information highway so we can learn disaster preparedness at the click of a mouse.
Welcome to the Ready.gov station. This is a cybrary where the kids can learn through the computer how to get the emergency supplies that they'll need, what to put in the box, and they learn this by doing word games and crossword puzzles and word finder games.
It's something to cook in. Right? Ready.gov, this is where you end up.
Let's go to Station 2, where the American Red Cross is going to teach us tips on first aid safety.
The American Red Cross today was trying to show the children what to do in case of any type of emergency, especially disasters, floods, and fires, which are very common here in Southern California.
Bring it around, and now I have 2 little bunny ears, and I'm going to tie a knot.
It's time to head over to Station 3 so we can learn some fire safety techniques from the fire department.
Doing a campfire, right? We're always going to campfires in the summertime.
What we're trying to teach here today is stop, drop, and roll. If you close catch on fire, what you want to do is stop what you're doing, drop to the ground, and roll back and forth and smother the flames.
our pets are very important to us. So taking care of them before and after a disaster is a top priority.
Today with the kids, we just talked about pet preparedness in a disaster, what you would want to take with you when evacuating your pet, the fact that you do want to take your pet with you when you evacuate, not leave them behind. Even if you try to create a safe space for your pet, it could still be dangerous. They can get lost, hurt, or even worse. So if it isn't safe for you, it isn't safe for your pets. Wait, who had to evacuate during the fires in October? Just about everybody, huh? So you want to make sure you bring those kinds of fruits with you, and that way they can chew on fun. Now what about for a dog? No, you're not scared? Okay. You used to have a pig? You're my new hero. That is so cool. Snakes should be put in a pillowcase. You know why they want to put them in a pillowcase? Because when it gets dark, they get nice and calmed down. Like that, right? And then they climb up your head and they stick there, right? It's not a good look. Are you ready?
Disasters can be a difficult time for the entire family. Sometimes drawing can be very helpful. Next Station gives you the chance to express your thoughts and experiences.
I felt scared because my apartment could have burned down.
A fire looks like a breathing dragon. Whenever there's a fire, just like brown smoke just come up in the air.
I've been evacuated from a fire because it was all foggy and it was hard to breathe. And I was worried and scared because we had to leave.
The ground was shaking, and so I felt like I was about to fall. I was kind of scared.
We all hope that we'll never have to deal with an emergency, but it's always a good idea to be ready in case a disaster occurs. Remember to have a plan, stay informed, and be prepared.
I think it was really important to have stations where you're talking about something serious, but in a really friendly and I think engaging way. So it's information that they can see and try themselves. You know, the kids were practicing some of the first aid. They were working on puzzles, you know, to sort of help remind them what goes in an emergency kit. And they actually got to talk to emergency workers, you know, to the firefighters and people who work at the Red Cross. And I think it really, makes it much more personal to them that disasters do happen, but that they are capable of doing something to protect themselves and their families.
When I create an emergency kit with my family, I will include disinfectant, first aid kit, some water and food, and blankets and stuff for my dog. I would add food, water, clothes, pet food, medicine, and trash bag.
In case there's an emergency, you take it out with you.
Learned a lot about what you're supposed to do in evacuation and how to stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll.
To stop, drop, and roll.
My favorite thing that I learned was about the first aid kit.
I like the computers because there were lots of fun games and they help you learn what you need.
It is also important to take your pets with you. I am ready for disaster.
I'm ready for a disaster.
I am ready for a disaster.
I am prepared for an emergency.